it do, crew? I know, we're late by like half an hour. But we're live. That's all that matters. Mango will join us momentarily. Hold on, let me close this door real quick. We can get things popping, you know what I'm saying? Alright. If I sound congested, it's because I am. Mississippi weather is a B word. Like 2 days ago, it was 70 degrees. And tonight it's gonna be like 30 something. So, if you follow our page, you may have noticed that hopefully no one heard that. It's New Year's Eve, so you know firecrackers will be a topic. Let me post this to my personal page. I didn't even finish my sentence. If you have been following our page, you may have noticed that I am no longer going to be the beautiful featured face for whenever we go live. We have a cute, fat, furry little devil known as Diego, our pet rabbit. He will now let you guys know when we're going live, because he's cuter than me. Alright, got serious about streaming platform. 2020, I intend to You ever try to come up with a really cool Facebook or Instagram caption? You know, I really need to start doing voice exercises before I start. How, now, around, how. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to come up with an inspirational caption about this stream for our own Facebook page, for my personal Facebook page. And I'm drawing a blank, man. Phone's dying. 2020 will be the year of reopening. No, because this is our page. Oh my gosh. You know, it always sucks. The caption sucks more if you think you are. When you just write something stupid, that's the one that blows up. Good. There you go. Come watch the stream one last time in 2019. And join us for our growth in 2020. Then, oh wait, no, be a part of our growth in 2020. Be a part of our growth in 2020. You guys did not come here to listen to me come up with a Facebook caption. You want games. You want reviews. You want to know all. Okay? You want to know all about what we think were the best games and most controversial BS that happened throughout the. For us to say 10 years, it would have to be counting 2009. So the past 9 years. I'm confused by this whole decade crap. Because a decade is 10 years, right? If a decade is 10 years, but we're counting starting in 2010, technically we've only hit 9. Yeah, we've only hit 9 full years. 2020 would make the full 10. Don't make fun of me if you are. If you think whatever I'm saying sounds dumb, because it might. I have high thoughts without being high sometimes. That could not even be a high thought. It could just be a I'm slow thought. Because I'm also slow. Very, very slow. I'm trying to hold out until Mango gets here. But I might just start without him. I can't really talk much about my favorite games. So we'll just play until he gets here. Got my water. Alright. Deontay. We were playing as Deontay. I forgot. What? Turn his volume down just a little bit. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. Yeah. That's good water. Good old-fashioned H2SO. The man of the hour is here. We didn't even get a chance to play games, guys. Oh! You just gonna sit on the floor? Okay.
Hey guys.
I'm pretty sure you don't want the people to know why you sound like that.
No.
If you will, there's a video that I posted to
Diego's video?
Yeah,
I shared
video.
it.
You shared it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had time to do that.
Did you listen in on any of this?
No.
No. Okay. Well, just check me real quick since you're over there.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay, whenever you get settled in. While we wait for him to do that, watch fireworks. What is today? Oh, well that's nifty. Not exactly sure how that happened. No? Why am I watching fireworks? It's not New Year's. I just realized. It's spring. It's not New Year's. Why are we watching fireworks?
You're good.
I wish I remembered what we were up to the last time. But I don't. And I'm quite confused as to why we need to watch fireworks for this event. Oh, wait. I know where we are. We're at one of those, thingamajiggers. Oh, you stink, buddy. Where you going? No, don't go chat with people. You stink. You must be at, let's see. Charisma. Pranksters and Jokes or Shells. We're at the Humor and Hijinks Festival. That's it. That's why we're out and about. Okay. Well, you're gonna go home because you smell bad. Can I not leave? Oh, that's right. We're in the middle of an event. In this early. And festival in 1 hour. Wait, did I get money? Oh, no, I didn't, because I didn't participate. Travel. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to start the conversation?
No.
No? You don't want to start?
Learn your segues.
Learn segues?
Yeah, learn the segue.
Listen, that's part of our journey for next year. To learn all about segues and shenanigans. Alright. So, this decade.
It's been a decade, yes.
It's been a decade.
Ushering in a new decade.
Which, you know what, since you're here, because me and the stream, we were talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it really a decade?
What you mean?
A decade's 10 years.
Yeah.
Unless we're counting 2009, this has only been 9 years. And then it won't hit 10 until you finish off 2020. So how is this a decade? It's
we
just
ushered in a new decade with 2020.
But it's not a decade. It's 9 years.
This is Belhaven University talking now, okay?
See, this is what I meant. This is what I meant. I told them that either I have high thoughts or I have slow thoughts, whichever one. But this is.
They're both most of the time.
Shut up.
Most of the time they're both.
But to me, it doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah, it does.
How? It's not 10 years. It's 9 from 2000. Unless you're counting 2009 to now, it's not 10 years.
Entirety of 2010. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Huh.
19 into 20 makes 10 years.
2010, 11, 12.
What school did you go to that teach you basic math? Like,
that's not.
People like you make JPS look bad. Like real life, folk like you is why they closing school.
I retract my statement.
Yup.
Anyway.
All you gotta do is count to 10, y'all. That's it. This one easy.
Anyway. The past decade has been a year.
Has been 10 years, actually.
Shut up. We have established that.
You just said it's been a year, and I'm like, man, it's been 10.
Shut up, man. Jeez. You just come in here and you antagonize me. You lay down on your chair. It's been 10 years, okay? Mm-hmm. And you wanted me to do the segue, so this is what you get. We're starting out with 2010. Top 3 games. Since you want to be Mr. 10 years, you go first. Your top 3 games of 2010.
Top 3 of 2010?
Yeah.
In 2010, a lot of cool games came out. And some of the coolest that stand out for me were Super Street Fighter 4 came out in August. And that was my first serious look into the Street Fighter series. So yeah, I got Super Street Fighter 4 on PlayStation 3.
Don't do this to me again, Vlad. Please don't.
And overall, that was a big part of the decade for me. This decade, I got into Street Fighter and fighting games way more than I had as a child, even though I love fighting games before. Another one was on my list, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Hey.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, a video game.
Fun fact, that's one of the first ones that Deontay and I played together as a couple.
And it made me love the beat 'em up style video game a lot. I didn't play a lot of growing up. I did not play a lot of beat 'em up style games because I didn't like them. Streets of Rage, didn't like them. Double Dragon, wasn't a fan. Comic Zone for Genesis, for anyone that knows that. I tried to play them, but I was never really into them. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was the game that got me into the game. Like, it took till 2010 for me to like those games, those types of games. And it was an incredible package of a game. The music from the first level was fire. Everyone had these weird like specials. The characters did different things. There were DLC that people didn't know.
There was a DLC?
Yeah, you unlocked. Oh, I forgot the people's names. You unlocked 2 of the side characters.
Is it a male and a female?
Yeah.
What? Because that is one of my favorite movies too. Dang it! I'm gonna have to Google.
Just the video game was like incredible by itself, and I am praying. Don't make me wait another 10 years for this game to come back. I want to play it ASAP. Do a remake of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the video game. I would pay actual money for this. I paid actual money before, but I will pay legit money for it. And
Define legit money. Are you talking like $60?
Yeah.
You pay $60
Well,
for Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
If it's a deluxe edition with like all the like a lot of little physical collectibles and stuff like that, yeah, I'll most certainly do it.
You heard him.
Like, you give me the soundtrack, you give me like a little strat guide, little stickers and stuff. I pay $6 for that easily. That's really one of my favorite games of 2010, and I found it by accident because I was looking up demos on the PlayStation Network on PlayStation 3.
You were just derping around and you found it?
And I found it and it said a demo and I tried it. And I think me and Patrick that night we tried it and we were like, "Yo, we have to get this game." And I think the next day I went to I asked Mom could I have like a $20 PlayStation card so I could buy the game.
Was one of them named Wallace?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I forgot.
Okay. I know Wallace. I'm pretty sure it's probably Wallace and his sister Stacy.
No.
That were the side characters?
No, those weren't the 2.
Who the heck else could it possibly be then?
Oh God. Oh God. That's my bad, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Scott Pilgrim versus the World game DLC. So, okay. Wallace was one of them.
Okay.
There were 2 add-on packs for the game, and it was Knives Chow.
Oh, okay, Knives.
It unlocked Knives, and it unlocked 2 game modes, Battle Royale and Dodgeball. And the online multiplayer and Wallace pack gave you Wallace, and also patched in online multiplayer.
Okay.
So yeah, that game. Oh man, please redo a Scott Pilgrim versus the World the game. That's great. And my third one, looking at my list, it's hard, but the Pokemon fan in me has to.
I'm sorry. Go on. I'll check the letter once you finish. It's my turn.
Let's play a game that doesn't require a lot, so we can talk, guys.
We can talk. I've been talking this entire time. Go on.
So my last one is stuck between Pokemon Heart Gold and technically and Soul Silver for DS, or Mod Nation Racers.
I didn't even know. You know what? I don't know a lot about Pokemon, so.
Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver were like the remakes of Gold and Silver. They kind of put Crystal into each game too. So I mean, those were cool, especially because the little Pokeball like pedometer thing you got with it, and you could like take the Pokemon with you. It was almost like Pokemon Go, the prototype phase. I remember that because in school I had mine when I went to school. And we were in high school at the time. I think we were.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
we were definitely like 11th grade in 2010.
Yeah.
I took mine like because you can like level up your Pokemon and stuff. Some Pokemon I think learned exclusive moves if they were on the pedometer thing. So those are cool. And Mod Nation Race was just awesome because it was Little Big Planet but racing.
You know, I didn't even know that one came out in 2010.
What?
Mod Nation Racers.
Yeah, it feels like it came out much longer than that. Much later. But it was 2010. So those are my top 3 in 2010. Like 2010 is an easy list for me, kind of sorta. When you start getting up to like 2011 to 2020, that's when I have these like 15 plus game lists, and it's hard for me to say like, oh, I have to play this or I have to play that. I did not put Brink on any of my lists too, but I don't think that came till afterwards.
When did Brink come out?
I think Brink came out in 2011.
That's Scott Pilgrim.
I'm trying to type. I typed
The
Brink.
phone's like, no. It's like, I don't even want to talk about that game.
See?
Yeah, phone's like, I don't even want to talk about that game.
Alright.
Yeah, it came out in 2011.
It wasn't reviewed terribly. That's the bad part. It didn't review terribly. 72 Metacritic, 72 Game FQ. This random site got 2.5. I mean, that's random old site.
Alright.
Lever Samso.
So, what are your 2010 lists?
Okay. Since we're in mine now. First thing first. I have to check the letter. I'm gonna read this real quick. What? Hey! We got accepted into university! Ooh, ooh. Okay. Was not accepted in any distinguished. I mean, sure, why not? Of course he wasn't. And will probably end up at Brightchester.
So about those 2010 games, you know?
Relax.
About those.
Relax.
You know?
This is also a game. What are you sad about? Of course you're undistinguished. We haven't developed any of your skills yet. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. You got into school. That's all that matters. All that matters is that you got into school. Okay, we are still a video game playing channel. All right, so I am still going to talk about the game that I am playing. If you have a problem with it, you hands up, my ball. What? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Why'd you look at me like that?
Who would take all the time to say 3 games? That's why.
So I'm gonna delay this like a mofo.
We have 9 more years.
For my 2010, my top 3. One would have to be also Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That was my introduction to beat 'em up games, and boy, what an introduction it was. Scott Pilgrim was extremely fun
And hard.
I wouldn't have called it hard.
When you got to that freaking what was it, the train? That part to me was super hard.
Okay, that's fair.
I should just plug up the Xbox just go play it now. I do have it on Xbox 360.
Abandon the stream and just go.
I don't know. I mean, like, actually plug up the Xbox and play it.
You know what? That would be nice. That's why we need another TV, so we can hook up the Xbox to something else. After Scott Pilgrim, my next one would probably be Castle Crashers.
That came out.
Yeah.
Really?
You can check me if you want, just to be sure. But when I looked it up, it
The
came out.
original, or
That's nice, but Castle Crashers. I think it hit live.
It's 2008.
Go to its initial. That's its initial release. I'm talking about when it hit the when it hit live.
It hit PlayStation 3. Was released in 2010.
Okay, well yeah, PlayStation 3, fine. Castle Crashers. That's when I played it in 2003. I mean 2010. That's when I played. 2010. Castle Crashers for me. And then. Well, you know what? I'll take that one out. I'll take it out. Since it technically came out in 2000.
I mean, when you played it was 2010, because I think I downloaded it on the PlayStation 3, and you came over and played it.
typically when I played it would probably be more like 2011. Cause I didn't like you in 2010.
Oh, that's true.
So I'll take that one off. Cause it came to PlayStation in 2010, but it actually came out in 2011. Probably Final Fantasy 13. I liked it. No matter what anybody else says, I liked Final Fantasy 13. It is one of my favorites. Lightning is badass. I mean, come on. And my third, simply because I am a nerd, probably, I don't like the I don't like the Lego series, but the little bit that I did play of Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4 were pretty fun. They were pretty fun.
It seems like Lego Harry Potter, Lego City Undercover, and DC Villains, and maybe the third Marvel game were people's favorites. Yeah. When it came to Lego games. Lego World was also really good.
Yeah, Lego World was pretty good. Honorable mention, I'm a little surprised you didn't say Fallout New Vegas.
I didn't play New Vegas in 2010. I
mean, you didn't play it in 2010, but it came out in 2010.
That's true. But I just didn't say it because I never played it in 2010. Well, I can literally look on this list and say which games I did play in 2010, which ones I did not. And I didn't play Fallout New Vegas till I had a 360, and that was like at least, I maybe didn't play it till like 2013, 2014.
Also, just a side note, we are only mentioning the games that we either have interacted with, know the story to, played, any of those. If we haven't played it, if we don't care about it, like example, I know Black Ops came out in 2010, but I don't care about Call of Duty at all. What else came out? Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2 came out in 2010. Bioshock came out in 2010. I think Bioshock. Yeah, Bioshock 2 came out in 2010. I know about all of these games, but I did not. Yeah. I didn't F with them hard.
Yeah, we're trying to like keep it based on what we played and what we've experienced. Because me saying stuff about certain games is like, it's kind of not fair, especially if I never played them. I've heard some games are good, but other than that,
yeah, that's the Amnesia. That also goes for an honorable mention. I've seen people play it. Amnesia's pretty darn fun to watch somebody play. Now, would I ever play it myself? No.
No, I actually played Amnesia.
You have?
Yeah, I played.
Did you like
it? Yeah, it's a really good game. And someone who hates horror like me,
he's a wuss.
Yeah, and to say I played it, it's like, oh, can't be that bad if Deontay's played it.
Granted, I am also a wuss, but I can't play these. I just watch them.
I play Amnesia and Penumbra, and neither one, they were horror-filled games, but they weren't like Five Nights at Freddy's scary.
Five Nights at Freddy's is not scary.
It's horrifying.
It is not.
Someone consider who I am, that's not good for me because I hate jump scares.
But like, okay, now this is from my perspective. By the way, hey Jenny, I've been waiting for you. To me, after like the 5th or 6th time, you get used to it, and it just becomes, okay, where's Freddy? Is Foxy about to run down the hallway? Is Cheeky gonna jump scare me? I watch
the game theory videos, and every time he throws in one of their freaking like little jump scares, it still catches me off guard, and I know it's gonna happen. Yeah, and that shit's terrifying. It's really terrifying.
Other honorable mention for me is Bayonetta. I didn't play Bayonetta in 2010. I didn't start playing Bayonetta until like...
You didn't play Bayonetta until maybe what?
Last year?
Like last year? 2017 maybe?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think that our lists are going to be completely different. I think he's basing his off when he played it. I'm basing mine off of when it came out and whether or not I played it, or if I watched somebody play it. But yeah, those are my 2010s. Now, I have to pick your classes for The Sims, so go on here 2011. Ooh, I haven't watched Walking Dead. Oh my gosh. Probably since Glenn got his brains knocked out.
Oh, that's spoilers for somebody.
If you haven't seen season, what was that, 6? Season 6 of The Walking Dead yet?
Sounds like it's spoilers for somebody today.
Look, man, that came out like 2-3 years ago. I feel like your spoiler territory is 2 weeks after it came out. After that, it's fair game. The internet is a thing. Give my tablet back.
Oh. Also, random 2010 note while Virgie does this. Humble Bundle did their first indie bundle in 2010. And I have so many games. My backlog for PC games is so full of just random things from Humble Bundle and Humble Monthly. Just thinking in general about I'll get a bundle for maybe one game, and then you get like 6-7 other ones that you just never think of playing. And that's disgustingly good value, and they mix it all in with charity sales as well, so you never really feel like your money's wasted.
Yeah, that's why I do like Humble Bundle.
Which is really cool. You're like, oh, I feel like a jerk for buying all those video games for cheap, but it's like, oh, but it's going to charity, yay. Like, break the average. It's like, oh, pay $15 or more to have this, and I'm like, oh, man, if I'm already getting like 10 games for $15, I'll throw in an extra 5 for charity any darn way. So it's like, yo.
And he's gotten quite a few games for me through Humble Bundle that I didn't know existed.
Yeah. Which is crazy. Humble Bundle is a really good way to expand your game. Like, your log. Your backlog, your game log. Your game library. Discover some. That's why I love like Humble Bundle. I love Random Tangent. I love the PlayStation free games. I love the Xbox free games. Because they always give you something that you've never heard of or you've never seen. A lot of people are always looking for AAA games from them, but I love when I get video games I have no idea about that become sleepers.
That is one thing about him. Oh, you still talking about?
No, keep on.
Okay, that is one thing about Humble Bundle. It does introduce you to games that you never.
Yeah, play a ton of games. Like, oh, this looks really cool. How much is it? Oh, it's on sale for like $2. Yeah, let me grab it.
Man, y'all better not be taking all my monies, yo. Be mad as heck. I ain't giving none of these. I don't know these people. Oh, wait. That's me. Okay.
So, should we move to 2011?
Yeah.
Alright, to 2011. This is a funny year because this is the year that we graduated high school.
Yep.
And we started dating.
Yep.
The same year. So my money started going down.
Cool.
Fun thing, the 3DS came out in 2011. One of my
3DS?
Yeah, the OG. Like, and that was a really cool console in general. I love the 3DS.
Oh, nerd.
So notable games that came out for me, 3 top ones. Oh, this one's hard for me because so many games. My absolute favorite game of 2011 was Little Big Planet 2. Because of how much I love the original Little Big Planet, I had to get the second game, and they expanded so much on Little Big Planet where you didn't just make like levels and stuff then. You can start making like movies. You can start making like actual games within the game. You had literal AI in these games now. And we'll talk about Little Big Planet 3 when we get up here in years. But Little Big Planet 2 for me is the pinnacle of the Little Big Planet series.
So Little Big Planet 3 is trash.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's not. So many questionable decisions were made from Little Big Planet 2 to 3, and it's so weird. That's my absolute favorite. Pokemon Black and White came out, and Pokemon Black and White remain my favorite Pokemon games. I love Pokemon. I love Black and White, and I love Pokemon Black and White too. Like, just the sheer amount of content in Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2 was mind-blowing for a DS game. And finally, it's so hard to determine what's my favorite, man. Because, like, here are the games that I have left on here that are my favorite. Mortal Kombat 9, Portal 2, Skyrim, Terraria, Rayman Origins, and Battlefield 3. That is a heavy...
You gotta pick one, bro, because it's top 3.
You did like 6. You did
I mean, I gave 6. Honorable mentions. So, you could give an honorable mention to whatever.
Gosh, that's hard. I guess my last one will have to go to Skyrim. My last 3 has to go to Skyrim.
That is fair. That makes a lot of sense.
Skyrim was the first game. And I mean the first game in a long time that I remember spending. I started playing the game on Thanksgiving Day at 3 o'clock. This was 2011. 3 o'clock on PlayStation 3. 3 o'clock p.m. I remember that because everyone finished eating, and I was like, okay, I'm going to play Skyrim, guys. I started a new save. By the time I got up, it was maybe 10 o'clock. Now, I went to the restroom and everything, obviously, guys.
But, I was about to say, like...
But, no game has
don't be a nasty gamer to have a pee bucket.
No game has engrossed me before then like Skyrim did. Like, just, I could sit down and play Skyrim. To this day, I think I could sit down and play Skyrim for like hours. And also, I'm sorry guys, my voice is kind of weird. I'm just getting over being sick, kind of. So my voice is going in and out constantly. I feel it straining. So I do apologize if it's hard sometimes to understand what I'm saying. But man, between having on Xbox 360, between having it on PlayStation 3, between having it on PlayStation 4, having it on PlayStation, on Xbox One, I have maybe easily put easily over 1,000 hours in Skyrim. Easily.
I believe that. Because we have it on, like, what, all of the consoles?
Yeah, like as I said, I started on
PlayStation 3.
PlayStation 3.
For the DS? Not the DS.
For
Switch.
PC?
Except for the Switch.
Yeah. And I don't want to get it on Switch.
PC.
And PC. But I think that may be our next purchase when it goes cheap enough.
What, put it on the Switch?
No.
On PC. Stream games. You can mod your life.
Yes, exactly. When they modded Skyrim and Fallout 4 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and playing the mods, even the limited ones we can get on those, I was like, yo, this is insane. I think that's what I might be spending tomorrow doing.
What?
Playing Skyrim on Xbox. Like, just the amount of content in those games, man. Hours upon hours upon hours of sitting, doing stuff, breaking into people's houses.
Little Pony.
Yeah.
How big were you compared to this pony?
It's mods, man. It didn't matter.
It matters to me.
There's a mod that makes the dragons Thomas the Train.
Why are you not? Oh my god.
Yo, like modding did change the way I looked at a lot of, especially Bethesda games. Because playing Fallout New Vegas with the Project Nevada mod is different. You have like hotkeys for stuff that you didn't have before. But overall, like Skyrim, oh my goodness, there's so many. 2011, I maybe put, and it came out November 11, 2011. That was my first Elder Scrolls game.
That is cool.
Todd Howard was talking about how awesome the game was. They did the whole little thing with Bleak Falls, Craven. I forgot the place in Skyrim, but it's like the first major dungeon you go to, and they have like the giant spider and stuff. And I'm like, oh my lord, I'm gonna hate this game. Then I played it. I'm like, oh my lord, I love this game. Felt like you could do anything in that game. Oh, it's so good. But I'm gonna stop nerding with Skyrim.
No. Skyrim was. I think Skyrim, if we were to do this at the end of the stream, like if we went through the entire decade, Skyrim would definitely be top 5.
I think so. If not top 5, it's most certainly top 10. But like, and some honorable mentions for me, Rayman Origins. It brought back classic Rayman platform. Like before Rayman game came out, I love Rayman 1 for PlayStation 1. I love Rayman 2. I played Rayman Revolution on PlayStation 3, which is basically a remix of 2. But there had not been a platforming Rayman game for a while. And then 2011 came and Rayman Origins. It looks gorgeous. It plays fun. It's a ridiculous game as per usual. And they brought Rayman back. Battlefield 3 was my first introduction into the Battlefield series, thanks to my wonderful girlfriend at the time, Virgin. Still. You bought me that. I specifically remember that because you bought me that for Christmas. And your mom got me a tiny 6-pack of Mountain Dew and a Subway gift card. I remember that I burned hours on Battlefield 3. Because that was Sunday. It was a Sunday morning. It was Sunday Christmas. And I think me and Uncle Warren were the only 2 people at the house. Because we were finishing up cooking. I played the mess out of it. So much stuff almost got burned because I was playing Battlefield.
When you should have been cooking?
Yeah. So much stuff almost got burned. And my last one has to be Mortal Kombat 9. Even though Minecraft and Terraria is still on this list, and I love me Minecraft and Terraria, Mortal Kombat 9 was another return to 2D fighters. Been a place where Mortal Kombat hadn't been in years. In a generation of games. So, that's always interesting. So, and we'll get through your 2011 list, and then we'll talk about the big 2011 thing.
Yeah. First off, because in between, you know I have to.
Yeah.
Game. Listen, number 1, I did not know. And what the heck, you guys are disgusting. Anyway, I did not know in moving into this dorm, I was going to take control of 3 people. And those 3 people would also have access to my finances. I don't appreciate any of this. I cheated for that money hard, okay? These 2 freeloading hussies don't get to just have my $101,000 just for shiggles. And I'm pretty sure one of them brought in $10,000, but I don't care, okay? That was my money that I cheated for. And on top of it, now I'm responsible for 3 lives instead of just 1. I hate this. And then I'm surrounded by all these people. I should have just let him stay at home. Should have just stayed at home. So and then just carpooled or commuted to school. Next time we do one of these people, next time we do a student, they're not staying in a dorm. People coming in and out from a daggum dorm room, doing their homework at my desk. Okay, I'm done ranting about that. Now, 2011, my games. I'll say Dead Island was one of them. That was my first real zombie horror game that I actually played, which is quite terrible considering what the game was. I don't know, man. The game's kind of booty. It was fun, but it was still booty.
When you say it was your first real,
like,
game. But that's when the zombie like archetype kind of like revived itself around 2011 or something.
But Resident Evil was king, you know. And considering who I'm related to, Jenny, I would have thought Resident Evil would have been my first one. But renovate the room while people are in the I did. I just put a lock on this door, and for some reason, this goofball is sitting at my desk. Anyway, I never really played Resident Evil because it was just a little bit too much for me, and I gave Dead Island a shot. Honestly, I didn't really give Dead Island a shot by myself. I bought it, let it sit there for a little while, and then conned Deontay into buying it. And we played it together. Granted, I quit after a while because I'm a wuss. I can watch zombie horror games all day long. Like, I can watch my favorite YouTubers, I can watch my family, friends, everybody play them. Me? No. I can't play them myself. But Dead Island was pretty good. Binding of Isaac. I did not play this in 2011, but I did eventually play it, and the Binding of Isaac that game is great.
It's a top 5 roguelike of the decade.
It's top 5 roguelike. And my number 3. These first few years are hard, man. Probably Mortal Kombat 9.
The return to 2D Mortal Kombat was just like, it was perfect. Yeah,
Mortal Kombat 9. Because it had been a long time since I played a good Mortal Kombat game. And 9 was pretty good.
And it's not necessarily that any of the ones before 9 were bad. It's just from, let's say from Trilogy, I forget which one comes out first, Trilogy or 4. But from 4 forward, I think, it went to 3D fighting. And while it was still Mortal Kombat fast paced, it didn't feel like Trilogy or Mortal Kombat 3. It didn't feel like
your homework. God. Honorable mention Minecraft for sure. You can't not.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm giving it honorable mention, the only reason I'm giving it honorable mention is because, you know what? Bump that. We're bumping Dead Island out and putting Minecraft in. Dead Island will get my honorable mention. Minecraft was just that game, man. It came out in 2011 and just blew YouTube up.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. Even today, like it still has its replayability.
Mm-hmm.
It's just great.
It is. Minecraft is a good game.
Skyrim.
It has withstood the test of time, in my opinion.
Yes, it has. And then Skyrim.
Yeah.
I just have to mention Gears 3 did come out that year, and Modern Warfare 3 did come out that year as well.
God, Gears 3 was so good. I didn't play Gears 3 until like maybe 2015.
Gears was another one that I just could not get into.
It wasn't even 15. I played Gears in like maybe right before I got PlayStation 4. So maybe that was around 2013, 14.
Gears and Halo. Couldn't get either one of them.
Gosh, my first Gears game was Gears Judgment. And it was good. Then I went to Gears 3 in like late 2013 because it was on Xbox sale. Ah, it was so good, man. Gears was so good.
Brody, why are you here? You're a whole vampire sneaking around a college dorm room.
Creep.
This isn't no 80s horror film.
We will be remiss considering my major part of gaming was my PlayStation 3 in 2011 and online gaming at that. First, I want to give a special shout out to the game Brink. Brink was great, man. It was a lot of people pooped on. It was not what people expected, but when I played Brink with like It was a forum of people who were trying to play Brink together. And a YouTuber like not started it, but he would like host games and stuff. I forgot the YouTuber name. I think I was in a few of his freaking videos. Just in the background playing. But this was when I first started college. Like, it was... No, dude. Brink was great because it was one of my first introduction to first-person shooters. Because I think I got Brink summer 2011. Because we went on a church trip. And Brink it was fun. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people don't like the game because it wasn't what people were expecting. But I absolutely loved it because it was... I don't know. It was everything I expected for a first-person shooter. Multiple classes, multiple weapons, multiple things, and they added the what?
Contrary to what people say about it.
Yeah, it was good for what it was. Should it have been a $60 game? No. No. And I hate the fact that it went out like that, but it was so much fun, man. It was a great game. Great game. So once again, I'd be remiss to say, in 2011, actually the day Mortal Kombat and Portal 2 came out, Mortal Kombat 9 and Portal 2 came out, PlayStation Network experienced one of the biggest outages in the decade. I want to say that PlayStation Network was out for a month and a half, maybe a month or so.
Really? Oh wait, I think I had my Xbox, I guess, at the time.
Yeah, I forgot the link. It was off for a month or so.
Get out of there and go to the bathroom!
It happened between... Okay, so it said the attack occurred between April 17th and April 19th.
Pee on yourself.
Forcing Sony to turn off the PlayStation Network on April 20th. I remember that because I had got out of school early, went to Mortal Kombat 9, played it that evening. The next morning, before bus came, I tried to get some online matches.
Before the bus came?
Yeah. Yeah, I was still in... Guys, I was in high school. Like, relax. I was in high school.
Because... Oh, wait. You're locked in there. I'm listening.
But, couldn't play any games and wondering why it was happening, so I was like, okay, that's fine. I came home, tried to play, nothing. So, the outage lasted for 23 days.
Jesus Christ.
So...
I didn't know it lasted that long.
Yeah, it was almost a month. Basically a month of no PlayStation Network. And it was a huge thing, man. Some people, I think, filed class actions.
Against PlayStation?
Against Sony, yeah, for it. Because, like, breach of their network and stuff. Some people had gotten their information stolen, potentially. But that was a huge thing in 2011, man. I remember every time I went to GameStop to buy a PlayStation game during that time, and I maybe bought, I think during that period, I did buy 3D Block Game Heroes. 3D Dot Game Heroes for PlayStation 3. I think I bought that, and you and the guy at GameStop were like, I don't gotta worry about this, I have an Xbox. I'm like, okay.
Wait, I took it?
Yes. You're a jerk. Please understand that. You're a jerk.
I don't even remember.
But I did get Infamous and another game out of it.
I mean...
They did give out some free games afterwards.
Not long after, I realized the error of my ways and ended up getting PlayStation 4 instead of Xbox. But...
Alright, should we move to 2012?
Yes.
Alright.
By the way, yes, Jenny. No, I have not played a Resident Evil game ever. I've only either watched you or watched somebody else play it. I've watched Biohazard, never played it, never played 6, 5, 4, none of them. None of them. I've only watched.
I played one of them. Not very long. I think Laquarius and Joe had it. And we went down their house. It was PlayStation 1. It may have been, it wasn't 2.
Was it 3? Or was it Resident Evil?
Is the first one in a mansion? Or is the third one in a mansion?
In a mansion?
Yeah.
Jenny, which one is in a mansion?
I feel like we have the infinite power of Google at our fingertips.
I mean, Jenny's here. She played all those Resident Evil games.
Whichever one you're in the mansion, and when you try to go back outside the door, some zombie doggos or something around.
And what's your 2012 game?
My 2012 game, number one, the Vita came out. Yeah, first one.
Oh, Until Dawn? No, I'm not playing it. I've watched somebody play it, but I'm not playing it. Nope. I will watch you though. Most certainly, we can PS share it, and I will watch you. But I ain't playing it.
So the Vita came out, PlayStation Vita, the 3DS XL, and the Wii U came out. LOL Wii U.
Oh yeah, that one's a whole topic.
So oh man, I'm seeing so many good games in this one. Ugh, that makes me mad. I got Retro City Rampage on it twice. Wow. So 3 games that hold a lot of significance for me in 2012. Gotham City Imposters is number 1.
Okay.
I loved Gotham City Imposters. I was trying to remember. Gosh, the premise of the game was basically you made your own character, whether it's a hero or on the villain side, and you were like the Batmans and the Jokers, but you were like imposter Batman and Jokers.
I do remember Gotham City Imposters.
And that game was so much fun. Making different characters, making different builds, combining stuff.
Fudge.
If anyone knows this, like people know Burley's and the double jump shoes were hell. And the 3-shot, the 3-burst rifle were hell. That was so much fun. They're like a ridiculous amount of fun for these games. Awesome Knots was
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome Knots.
Like my first introduction to MOBAs, and most of these games I get are completely on accident. Like I just saw cool Gotham City. I thought a cool Batman-y shooter game. I got it. End up loving it. I see Awesome Knots. This is weird Saturday morning cartoon looking game. Didn't realize I was playing a freaking MOBA. Then I started playing it, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is a MOBA, so it's like League. And I'm like, this is cool. And Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, 2012.
Really?
Yeah, it was my first ever midnight release I went to. And that was incredibly fun. And because Black Ops 2 was a really good game. It's maybe in my Call of Duty games, it's top 3. Top 3 favorites. If not top 3 favorites, it is my favorite Call of Duty game to this day. I will always go out and play Black Ops 2 if I can. Enough that I bought it for a PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360.
Yow.
So those are my 3 for 2012. They all have kind of significance to me. And shout out once again for the Vita and 3DS XL coming out.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tekken Tag 2. My first one. We're in 2012, right? We're in 2012, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Tekken Tag 2. I'm a huge Tekken fan. I've played every single game in the series. I can honestly say there's only one game that I just don't like, and that's 6. And 7 is teetering on that line because of the ending of the story. Still makes me angry. Anyway, Tekken Tag 2, Borderlands 2 is also in there. And then, I didn't play it, but good grief. Was it a good game? Far Cry 3.
Oh yeah, I played Far Cry 3.
Yeah,
I got it when it released. It was a really good game.
Now let's talk about that Wii U.
It's another case of Nintendo over innovating.
I don't know if it was an over innovation per se. I think it was a poor execution of what the Switch is now.
Yes, and the reason I think they got it wrong was because I think the touchpad, the gamepad thing was mandatory.
It was?
Yeah. For most games, it was mandatory. So if you lose that and that thing was by itself was maybe like $50, $60.
Mm-hmm.
And they were hard to come by as well. Because I don't think they were just selling those. So it was really difficult to find them, I believe.
And what else was it? Vita?
Yeah.
To me, those were two of the fails of that year. For two different reasons. The Wii U was a poor execution of a brilliant idea. And to me, Deontay thinks otherwise, but to me, that Vita was not properly marketed. That is Sony. I think they could literally take over if they wanted to. If not take over, maybe not take over, but at least compete with Nintendo in the handheld game market if they wanted to. And that Vita was strong competition.
Yeah, because the PSP was a really good handheld.
But I feel like they just couldn't capitalize.
No, what did the Vita in was like proprietary memory card system. Like you had to buy like for a freaking 200 something gigabyte one. It's like a $60 card for like maybe 50 something gigs or something like that. I have to go through my Amazon purchase history and see exactly what it is, but like that's insane to me. And that kind of like big downfall on that easily. Yeah, after Vita, I think Sony does, and I think a lot of people are upset that the Vita is technically their last handheld, but
I am one of those people that is upset.
You didn't have a PSP.
I know I didn't have a PSP.
Nor did you have a Vita.
Shut up. It's not
what stock do you have in this thing? I had both consoles.
The stock I have is that I truly believe I just want somebody to beat Nintendo. That's all.
You're not. You're not going to beat a console that has been deep in handheld since the 90s.
And I feel like Sony's is better.
Arguably, some things are better with Sony's. Arguably. But, like, to me, the Vita's main thing was proprietary memory. Having to pay so much money. Games are already huge. And Vita games were no exception. Because some would take 10 plus gigs. Not 10 plus gigs. I'm not going to exaggerate. Some were most certainly 5-6 gigabytes. And the amount of memory space you got for them was just not enough.
No, Nintendo can't have it.
Yeah, they've been in the game.
Nintendo.
So many. Look, man, the Neo Geo did the same darn thing.
What?
They might still be making Neo Geos. I don't know. Neo Geo apparently is huge. So many. Sega tried to do a handheld. They got Nintendo. Sega had the Game Gear, and they got Nintendo.
Sony didn't try hard enough.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
They didn't market that thing.
Yes, they did.
I don't think they did.
Yes, they did.
I don't think they did.
We have to stop saying people didn't market well because we didn't see a commercial.
If I didn't see a commercial, how did you market it?
By that time, you weren't even watching TV most of the time.
12? Yes, I was.
You
I was
were?
still at Mom and Dad's. I didn't move out to 2015.
Well, I guess I can't say that. I stopped watching TV.
Yeah, see, you stopped watching TV.
I stopped watching TV when I was maybe like...
See, you don't have a stake in this marketing game because you stopped watching TV. I was still watching TV. I barely saw a commercial for that thing. But I remember off the top of my head Nintendo's stupid Wii commercials. Can you tell? That's how memorable that was. I don't remember nothing from that video. I just want somebody to beat Nintendo.
You're not going to. The closest thing people got to beating Nintendo in handhelds is phones. And that's only because everyone and their grandma has one.
That doesn't count.
That does count.
No, it doesn't.
That's the only way you do it. Nintendo has been deep in handhelds since the Game Boy. The original Game Boy. Game Boy. Game Boy Color. Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance SP, which was a banger. Had a backlight. Banger.
It had a backlight.
It was a banger.
It's an automatic banger. It had a backlight.
That was like 2004 or 5. Gaming had backlights. The original Game Boy Advance, you had to have an attachment book light. That was a banger. Like from Game Boy Advance SP to Nintendo DS. From Nintendo DS to Nintendo DSi. From DSi to DSi XL. I believe DSi XL is the thing. Maybe. Maybe I'm making something up there.
I think it was.
From that to... Yeah, like from that to the 3DS. And the various 3DS and 2DSs from that. We're not going to talk about the 2DS. 2DS was terrible. The regular, the 2DS XL, great. I love it. You're not going to beat Nintendo in a handheld war. And they made their new console technically a handheld console.
Now listen. We aren't. I talk a lot of crap about Nintendo, but I will tip my hat to them when it comes to innovation. I still believe that Wii is what sparked PlayStation and Xbox to be like, hey, let's get into this whole movement thing. And they didn't. That was a fail all the way around. I will give y'all that the PS Move and then the Xbox's thing complete fails. Because Nintendo is the only one that can actually make that work. I will give them that. But I feel like they don't need to have this handheld game on lock. Somebody else could take over. And I think that somebody is Sony.
Not anymore.
That's because they quit, man.
Because the investment wasn't worth it.
They gave up.
The investment was not worth it. The Vita, for everything good it does, and the main thing it does good are like anime games. Persona 4 Golden on the Vita, fire. My Vita is literally a Persona 4 Golden machine.
And which one do you have? Room Factory.
Room Factory's on 3DS.
On 3DS.
Yeah, man, like Vita was good. It was a good console. However, a lot of people did not think the same. It was overpriced. The games were more expensive. You actually had to pay for online. People were not going for that. And then on top of that, the memory cards were super expensive. The PSP was great because the memory cards were standard SD cards.
For the Vita?
Yes. Let me look up Vita memory card prices. A 64 gigabyte memory card for the Vita runs $95.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. So if you have games that are 10 gigs a piece, and this is why most people bought their Vita games like physically, because physical you can get around having to download the entire game to your system or your memory card. But you're over here, you're downloading a game that may be like 4 gigs, and you're like, oh no, I can maybe download 15 more.
Bruh.
Oh.
Didn't nobody ask you to come with me? And you stink. I just want to.
Oh,
It sucks.
Wanji.
Okay, fair. Maybe the Vita wasn't
Free knock. Zip dudes.
It was, but was not. There are a lot of falls that went to the Vita. More than what we know, more than what we talk about now. In my honest opinion, having a $95 64 gigabyte card does not work.
Oh, me.
Every other console is literally using regular storage, universal storage, micro SD, SD. There was no reason to have anything else. PSP's memory stick was stupid.
The memory stick.
When they went to having an actual like thing, it was smart. And plus, like Jenny said, Nintendo stuff came with it, and I love that. Well, I don't love it about Nintendo. I like it about PlayStation and Xbox because I don't have to have a motion sensor in my console. Navigating the Wii menu was trash.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
The Wii U's was a little easier, but having this big clunky gamepad was trash.
Yes, it was.
I like picking up a small controller and just moving everything around. Just being able to move around menus and stuff. There is a such thing as over innovating, and Nintendo is guilty of that a lot. A lot.
Let's move on to the next year.
2013.
Yeah.
Let's talk about another trash console, Ouya.
Oh my God.
Wow, we're on this one. Wow. Wow, we're not even going. We're going out the gate. I bought a Ouya, guys.
Yes, he did.
I bought a Ouya.
I was there.
$99 console. I bought it, purchased it, waited for it to come in. And, for the most part, I think I got $99 off the Ouya. I got $99 out.
You feel like you got $99 out of it?
Yup. I got it. Because also the Ouya introduced me to a lot of other games. Amazing Frog, which I hope to play one day on stream. Just to show y'all how derpy that game is.
Amazing Frog?
Yeah, Amazing Frog. I think we'll call it Amazing Frog. I forgot this was a frog game though. Bomb Squad. I played so much crap on the Ouya that I was like, yo, this is fire. Duck Game was an Ouya exclusive for a while. It only came out on the Ouya, and then it came out on everything else because Ouya sucked. But no, overall, like having Ouya was a step in the direction of people were trying to harness and use how can I say it? Nerd rage against like big corporations and companies. Let's get back to what gaming is supposed to be. It's supposed to be just for games. Yeah, but technology goes on. It's like, this is a simple little console here. You don't have a giant Xbox. Also, that simple console's OS was trash. I'd rather deal with the PlayStation 3 menus versus the Vita menus. We have
Vita or the Ouya?
My bad. The PlayStation 3 versus the Ouyas.
Don't trash the Vita.
The Ouya, nah, the Vita. For the most part, the Vita's OS is perfect because it's a half touchscreen console. It's great. But oh man, the Ouya was garbo. Games were good. Just man, it was garbo. You get to customize your controller by putting faceplates on it. Faceplates. Like Nintendo didn't do that a while ago. Man, that was Ouya. It's not the most proud I've been for $100. Not the most proud, but
did you get your money out of it?
I got my money out of it. The friends I made along the way was
Friends up along the way.
That's the moral of the story. No, really, the games I played on it were great. Learned about certain games like Towerfall. Learned about games like Bomb Squad, Duck Game. Playing stuff like that was nothing short of hilarious fun for nights and nights. Some more games I played on there that I can't think of right now, but it was really good. It was really good. It was trash, but it was really good. But now let's talk about actual consoles that came out. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One came out this year.
I forgot they all came out around the same time.
Yeah, I mean, adding on to Ouya being trash.
I mean, it was good for what it was.
Yeah?
I don't think it was ever meant to compete.
People thought it was going to compete. Oh, the Ouya was a giant emulation machine.
Yeah, so how do you expect that thing to compete?
It's a big emulation machine, man. I played so much Earthbound on it.
I didn't know you could play Earthbound on it.
Yeah, you can download like custom ROMs and stuff to it. Like custom like APKs and stuff. I think it ran on a Google system. On a Google operating system. Could be wrong on that. I have to check it out and make sure I'm not wrong on that. But now, let's talk about some games that came out. And I'm looking at this list, and maybe the big one that came out for me was Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Same. Go on.
Animal Crossing, the game. Virgie's first Animal Crossing game, by the way. Because I had played it on DS, Wild World. I had it. And Virgie was like, oh, I'm not going to like this. It's not going to be this. It's not going to be that. I'm like, this is a game you like. Trust me. She played it, and she literally perfected the game. Literally. I was derping around. What?
My
Oh. You gotta say stuff.
Say you
Can't just point at stuff.
A
lot of stuff on this bed. But overall, Animal Crossing New Leaf was a great game. Also on here, all the other stuff went kind of weak. Well, not really. I'm lying. Battle Block came out, and I love
GTA 5.
Behemoth. Yeah, I like GTA.
Last of Us.
Yeah, Last of Us.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But these aren't games I played extensively. I played GTA 5 extensively.
This is true. That's right.
But once again, I've told you this. And I think, Saints Row 3 came out around this time as well? Around GTA 5?
I think so, yeah.
Let's see, GTA 5. GTA 5 came out September 17, 2013. And... Well, Saints Row 3 came out 2 years beforehand. It came out in 2011. Okay, so Saints Row 4 came out around the same time. It came out a month before.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told people this, and they call me crazy as heck for saying it. I definitely prefer, and let me check one more. Sleeping Dogs. Oh, Sleeping Dogs came out a year before. I prefer Saints Row 4 and Sleeping Dogs over Grand Theft Auto 5.
Sleeping Dogs?
Sleeping Dogs.
Saints Row, I understand. But Sleeping Dogs?
Sleeping Dogs, yes. Sleeping Dogs was such a good game. Criminally underrated game. Saints Row. It's because GTA, the story, GTA 5, the story, incredible. The cast, incredible. It's GTA. GTA is going to GTA. It's gonna have these super real, super cool, super actiony like story. You don't beat the goofiness of Saints Row 4 or Saints Row in general. Being excruciatingly goofy. What are you looking for? Oh, let me check that. But no, I love the game because it was goofy. It's all get out. Extremely goofy movie, which is on Disney Plus. Sleeping Dogs was great because just the the fighting system. I'm sorry, guys. We saw this video with Goofy. Goofy wants his money for Disney Plus now, and it's hilarious. Check that out. I was googling something. I'm mad at I forgot. Oh, but we looking at the stream. But overall, like. I'm gonna keep this open now. But overall, looking at some games, it's 2013 was, I would say, man. I think after 13 was the big thing. Oh, Charlie Murder was a really good game. Yeah, look at this list difference from 2013 here in the corner to 2014. Yeah, a lot of more games came out in 2014. And that's also because I had money to actually buy games after 2014.
Did you have a job?
Yeah, 2014, I internship.
Yep, there you go. That's what happened. You had money to buy.
Yeah, I had money to do stuff with finally.
Oh, Bonnie. Jessene. Oh, Ulak.
I'm gonna let you start on 2014. Or 2012. Finish your 2012.
Not 2013.
I didn't finish I don't think I finished 2012.
Where's your 2012?
I guess Animal Crossing, Battle Block, and Charlie Murder and Monica.
That's 2013, bro.
Yeah, I didn't finish it 13.
Oh. Animal Crossing, Charlie Murder.
Sure.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, like, see?
That was weird.
But then 14, I had like 50 games on here.
Okay, mine is just...
Yeah.
That's fair. Justice for sure, because that was the first fighting game that I was into heavily outside of Tekken. Animal Crossing for sure, because Deontay will attest to it. When I tell you obsessed
Obsessed with what?
with Animal Crossing.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I did my best to catch all the fish, get all the bugs, get as many people into my town as possible. Like, if there was a ability, if there was a way to 100% a game, I probably 100%ed that one at least twice. And I am super hyped for the next Animal Crossing to come out this year in March.
What's the new one called? New Horizons?
Yeah, New Horizons.
Okay. I almost was missing what's the next one's gonna be called.
And then my number 3, Wolf Among Us. I love Telltale, and I was so heartbroken when they went under, simply because of that game. Wolf Among Us, story-wise, just everything. And just love that game. Honorable mention would probably go to Battle Block. Deadpool. The game came out that year. And then Charlie. And Slenderman. Because Slenderman came out that year. So you want me to go first on 2014?
You can if you want.
Okay. 2014.
Put that here when you throw it, just in case that dumb like right there.
Oh, okay. No, we keep the same vibe that we had going. You go first.
Okay. So 2014, oof, this list is long.
You gotta pick
It's a long list. Three.
That's all you get.
Plants vs. I'm sorry. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare has to be one of them. When that released on Xbox 360 and Xbox One, and I was like, yo, these are incredible. It was a third-person shooter, Plants vs. Zombies. I put so many hours in that game, and I have it over like 3 other consoles, and I have all of the games on each console. Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil came out in 2014, and you got me that for an anniversary gift. You got it for me, and it was on Xbox. You got it for me on Xbox 360, and that kind of started my love for Diablo series, the Diablo series. A lot of people call me a filthy casual for liking Diablo 3. But
Why? Why 3 specifically?
Because for most people, they didn't like 3. I love Diablo 3. And finally, Fantasy Life. And for 3DS, Smash Brothers came out, Mario Kart came out, but man, Fantasy Life was the game. We played how many hours of Fantasy Life on 3DS together?
I know we beat the game.
Yes.
At least
once. And then like your 3DS got stolen.
No, I lost it.
You lost it. Because the big old bulky Percy carrier and all that.
Yeah, it fell out.
Yeah.
And then I had to start over. And I was pissed. And I quit playing because I was pissed. Shut up. Nobody.
But I have so many honorable mentions on it. Five Nights at Freddy's series started in 2014. Obviously I'm a wuss and I won't play the game except Five Nights at Freddy World. But
which even Scott Cawthon hates.
Yeah, the creator hates that game, but I love it, man. Ultra Street Fighter 4. And I guess I'll give it to Destiny. Destiny came out in 2014. Destiny was great.
Are you leaving in your honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Or pulling it up?
Yeah, I'm leaving honorable mentions. Destiny was great. I couldn't get into Destiny at first, but something in Thanksgiving breaks clicks for me in certain video games. Because I wasn't into Skyrim when I first got it a lot. But then, like, Thanksgiving break ran around, and I started playing the game for, like, hours straight.
Probably because you had extra time.
Yeah, that's true. But I remember, like, when Destiny came out 2014, I was trying to finish up a final. And I couldn't stop playing Destiny.
Did you finish the final?
Yeah, obviously, I'm here right now, right? I graduated. I graduated, so I'm pretty here. 3 years later, I graduated, so, you know, I did pass the final. But those are my 2014 games. A lot of games. Hearthstone came out in 2014 officially. You know how much I love Hearthstone. Elder Scrolls Online came out. I love Elder Scrolls Online. But it didn't come out for PS4 until the next year, so. That's...
Oh, yeah. You do love it, so.
Yeah. That's pretty much all for my list for that. I mean, once again, a lot of cool games came out. And it's hard, like, measuring these out for 3. Just 3 games out of all of them.
Okay. I have to go back to 2012.
Oh, no.
Because I had 2 that were written down, but in weird places. Dust and Elysian Tale and Plague Inky Ball.
Did you know one person made that game?
Who?
Dust.
By themselves?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
They made a great game. I love Dust. I think I may have played it around 2012 too. But
wasn't it a free game? I think it was one of the first free games that Microsoft started giving out.
Yeah, it was. It was. That's how I tried it because it was free. And then Plague Inc. Plague Inc. I can play hours upon hours of just pure destruction. Oh my gosh, I love Plague Inc. Now, 2014. 2014 introduced one of the games that I consider to be a game in my top 5 all time. Valiant freaking Hearts. It's an indie game, and I love it. It's a war history game set in World War One. You follow, I think, a Frenchman, a German, and a couple. I think an American and like 1 or 2 others, and you follow their stories. It is told wonderfully, and it's a puzzle game. And normally I can't stand puzzle games, but that one, because of the story and how it was played, oh my gosh, I love that game so much. I mean, at some point we're gonna play this, or I'm gonna play this either on stream or on our YouTube channel. I'm gonna play that one, and then the next game we're gonna talk about in 2016. That is also in my top 5 of all time. Also for 2014, Wolf Among Us episode 2 through 5 came out, which pretty much ended Wolf Among Us until whenever Telltale gets it together and finally puts out Wolf Among Us 2. And The Sims freaking 4, what we're playing right now, came out. That was the first Sims game that, 1, I pre-ordered, and 2, I think I got the deluxe edition for. I remember going down to Best Buy to buy that game. We'll go pick that game up. My honorable mentions are Fantasy Life and Tamagotchi Life. Tamagotchi Life, I also lost when I lost my precious 3DS. And I put a lot of hours in that game too. Came up with characters, developed their storylines and everything. In Fantasy Life, I had beaten.
There's a lesson in all this. Stop carrying around bulky purses.
Shut up.
There's a lesson in it.
Shut
There's
up.
a lesson.
Oh, and
Stuff don't fall
The
out.
Escapist came out in 2014. And I like The Escapist too.
Oh yeah, Team 17 published. That's a really good game.
2015.
2015. So new console, new 3DS. Jesus Christ, Nintendo. Like, we really rag on Xbox for their console naming schemes, but Nintendo wasn't much better. Nintendo was not much better. Like, okay, Nintendo 3DS, the 3DS XL, the new 3DS, and then the new 3DS XL.
I mean, it's not stupid.
We can't give Microsoft crap for Xbox Series X.
But it's basically Xbox.
Yeah.
The Series X is just an add-on.
Yeah.
It's called an Xbox.
True.
What it's always been called.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And then what is this other one? The Xbox, the one with no discs.
Xbox One XS 80.
The Xbox SAD.
Yeah, Xbox One SAD. So 2015. This one's kind of hard.
A lot of games came out.
Yeah.
That caught your eye.
Yeah, a lot of them. So I went on this whole, not a spiel, but most people know I don't like horror games. But one of my favorite games of 2015 was a horror game. It was Dying Light.
Really?
Yeah, man, Dying Light's so good.
I didn't know you were
A fan?
yeah.
I have it on the PlayStation in the bedroom.
You didn't play it much. Though.
Yeah, I did. In the old apartment, I played a ton.
Really?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember.
You left the room every time it became nighttime in that darn game. You're like, oh, this is scary. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Made me sound like a wuss.
You are.
Shut up.
You're a wuss that won't claim you're a wuss, and that's the worst kind of wuss.
I refuse.
Like you're like, oh no, I'm not scared. I can't do this. I can do this, and it's like, nah, just say you're a wuss and be done with it. But no, Dying Light was a really good game. The parkour movement system, the crafting, the melee based weapons. It was so many different. And then at nighttime, the zombies could parkour as well. And there were some zombies in the day that could parkour. Best thing ever.
I vaguely remember that.
Mortal Kombat 10 came out in 2015.
Really?
Yeah. And obviously, Mortal Kombat. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. Obviously, I'm gonna stand for Mortal Kombat forever. It's a really good game. The next addition to the 2D Mortal Kombat game. A definite upgrade from Mortal Kombat 9. It took us like 4 years to get it. We're kind of on pace for that. Every 4 years we get new Mortal Kombat. My last one, I mentioned it last time, but I have to go with it again, man. ESO came out for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
That's cheating.
Not really.
That is cheating. That's cheating.
Alright, fine. If I had to pick another one. Borderlands, Handsome Collection.
Okay, that's right.
Came out.
That counts.
A remaster, not a remaster, but a upgraded ports of Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel. Packaged together for like $40. Or $60 technically, and now regular on sale for like $15. Like if you needed a way to jump into Borderlands, man, that was it. A whole new generation of people hadn't played a Borderlands game.
I was one of them.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first saw Borderlands, I was turned off by the cover art.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't mess with the game.
But you actually play the game and it's hilariously fun.
Yeah, you actually play with it. It's great.
And I have 3 honorable mentions here. Blood Bowl 2. I love Blood Bowl. I've never played the physical game, but I love playing the game. That's one of the stream games I'm going to play one day. Is Blood Bowl, the first one, the Chaos Edition. Disgaea 5. And that was kind of my first foray into the Disgaea series. First foray into the Disgaea series. And Yokai Watch. Yokai Watch for 3DS was really good. The battle system to me still is a bit confusing, but it's really good.
Yes.
It's Yokai Watch was a very adult game.
I played a little bit of Yokai Watch. I did enjoy what I played.
Tackles on adulty themes.
Kasib.
Parents fighting.
Yeah. Did somebody die?
The cat.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Janamba? I
think it was Janimba.
No, that's the Dragon Ball Z character.
Janimba?
I think it was Janimba.
Kobe Road Tribal.
I think it was Janimba.
But he's the cat.
Yeah, I don't remember the cat, but I think the cat's name was Janimba.
I have to check and make sure.
Okay, so for me, for 2015, The Order 1886. A lot of people talk crap about this game because it wasn't worth I think it was $60 when it came out. I got it for either half off or around the time that it was free on PlayStation. And I don't mind a 10-hour game. Yeah, it was short. That's okay. To me, it's not about how long the game lasts. It's more about the story. I didn't finish it, so maybe I should switch it to the more honorable category. But I like Local Light Gateway. Handsome Collection came out. Undertale came out.
Nisa
I guess
Faba,
mine would have to be
Gambila,
Mortal
Uchi
Kombat.
Pichi,
My
the
top 3
Gen
would
Z
probably be Mortal
Kimbalaya,
Kombat.
Zamona's Arrow.
You
X.
just literally said the game story makes the game.
Oh,
But you said you
God.
never finished
But
the order.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it, after I said it, I'll move it to honorable mention.
Squaz, Nelcher.
Story of Seasons.
Angelo. Lindsay Shark.
Mortal Kombat.
Story season did come out.
Yeah, and Fallout 4
Oh,
came out there. You too.
Lindsay Nurska. Uba Wayna.
So after playing New Vegas, I was not a
That's
fan
all
of
you
Fallout
mean
4.
now.
It was good.
Muska Tree.
I like New Vegas better than
Babgar.
You know what? That's fair.
Shippy Zerf. Ravobi Hapyam Heavenly.
Ooh. You're a dick. Just like your real life counterpart. Happy Home Designer Animal Crossing came out. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't that good.
I don't know what you expected.
I was expecting another Animal Crossing game, and I was excited because I had like destroyed New Leaf to a point where I was bored. So it's like, what am I gonna do with this?
That's what happened because you rush through games. You're that type of person. You 100% something so quickly, and I'm just over here like you're making fun of me. You haven't like Brewsters yet? LOL. And I'm like, dude.
I was making fun of you for what?
Because I hadn't unlocked the coffee shop yet, and I was like,
oh yeah, I did. I was making fun of you.
because I'm like, yo, I'm taking my time, yo. Relax. I am taking my time.
I'm a try hard. I can't help that. Leave me alone.
I'm not over here trying to figure out the Animal Crossing speedrun strats. Relax.
I could speedrun an
Animal Crossing is literally a game you play day to day.
I could speedrun.
Nintendo literally made that game so you can play day to day, not necessarily speedrun through.
I broke that.
Jesus Christ.
Happy Home Designer was nothing like
Parasa,
Animal Crossing. I mean, it was cool,
Booyah,
but
Pesanu,
was it worth the
Nip
money
Nap.
that I paid? It should have been a mobile game. That's what I'm gonna say about it. The game that pissed me off, 2 of them actually that came out this year. I mean 2015. Grim Fandango Remastered.
No.
I mean, some of it pissed me off. I didn't know a lot about it. I saw
Yes.
the E3 trailer, was like, "Ooh, this looks cool," and then bought it, and I was bored.
See, I always tell you to look at reviews and look at gameplay before you buy something in particular, because you're often prone to being mad when a game doesn't meet your expectations when you don't do research on
Am
it.
I allowed to be mad about Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5?
Yeah, you're allowed for that one.
Okay.
Technically not really.
How is it not really? I played the other Tony Hawk. I did. And then I get this one, and it's nothing like it.
Wasotala Yim.
You can look at reviews for a lot of things.
Yeah, you got
And you don't know whether or not you're going to like it until you play the game.
That's why I also look at gameplay as well.
You can still look at gameplay and not know whether... Like, I have... Catherine, you know the game that I just love.
Yeah.
Now, watched Chilla play it. Didn't think I was going to like it. Bought it anyway. Played it. Love it.
Fair enough.
But you're right. I shouldn't be mad about Grim Fandango. That was my own fault.
And number 2, you could have got the game for free.
What? Grim Fandango?
Yeah.
If I had just waited.
Yeah, all you had to do was wait another 2 weeks.
What, 2 weeks?
It was like 2 weeks later.
It was 2 weeks after it went on sale. You sure?
Was,
I think it was like
free.
a couple months.
Nah, it was free. Let me see. Let me make sure.
I think it was a couple months after it came out. Because they announced it at the E3 the year prior. And then it came out. And for some reason, I didn't look at... Because it's an old game, so... It's not like I couldn't play on it or whatever. I'm smart. And I chose not to.
When did you get Griffin?
When it came out.
In 2015? Yep, because January 2016 is when it was free for PlayStation.
See, so it was months. It wasn't weeks. It was months. How was I supposed to know? Leave me alone.
We on 2016 now? Or are you still on your 2015?
No, I'm done. I mean, Until Dawn also came out that year, and I like it. I like Until Dawn. I didn't
Said
play
you
it.
weren't gonna play it.
No, I didn't play it, but I watched Mark play it like twice, and it's a good game if you like that kind of stuff.
All right, so 2016. 2016 was another big game in fighting. Big thing in fighting. Not fighting. A big year in gaming. Street Fighter 5 came out, and that's absolutely one of my favorites from 2016. Oh, new consoles came out. We saw the rise of VR.
Oh yeah.
With the Oculus Rift and PlayStation VR. So we started seeing kind of trends on those. Stardew Valley came out in 2016.
Yeah, the game that Deontay always tells me to get whenever I say I want another Harvest Moon game.
Yeah, might as well. Like, Story of Seasons ain't here, so you might as well get on Stardew Valley. There's no point. So that's two of them. And World of Final Fantasy came out later that year.
That is Deontay's, like,
one of my favorite games.
Favorite.
Yes.
He's played that I don't know how many times. Over the past few days.
When you go to sleep, I just go grab the Switch and I start playing. But those are my games. Honorable mentions. No Man's Sky came out in 2016. I like No Man's Sky release. I understand why people. Yeah, I understand why people would feel lied to. I understand why they would feel kind of weird about it. But I personally, even hearing like people talk about it, people hype it up, I'm like, I'm gonna keep my expectations low. And when my expectations were met with being low, and it's a pretty decent game, I was like, okay, all right, this is cool. Battleborn is another one of my honorable mentions because I love Battleborn, and my third one is Overwatch.
Oh, Overwatch sure did come out in 2016, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. I wish it had not destroyed Battle. Oh yeah, man. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 also came out in 2016. You see, guys, how hard it is? Like, all these games came out, and it's hard to put them into 3. It's almost impossible.
That's why you... See? I was smart when I cheated and did honorable mentions.
So those are my 16 games.
Okay, so my 16. Final Fantasy 15.
Oh yeah, it did come out, didn't
Off the rip.
It was... Final Fantasy 15 was a really good game.
Second game...
The Bro Trip.
Yeah, the Bro Trip. My second game, which is really my first game, my number one game of that year, Oxenfree. I love Oxenfree. Oxenfree fell into that same category that Valiant Hearts did. It just told an amazing story that I just got all into. Even made me cry at the end. And that is definitely another game that we're going to play one day on this stream. On the stream, either on the stream or on YouTube. My number 3. Ooh. I feel like you.
Yeah, like a lot of games. 16, 17, 18, and 19 are huge.
Because Persona 5 came out that year too.
For Japan.
Oh.
Remember spoiling my list for 2017?
Oh, jeez. My number 3. I guess for the amount of time I played it, Stardew Valley. Because I have Stardew Valley on several different consoles. Probably, I think Stardew Valley is on every console we have.
Not on the Xbox.
It's not on the Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's surprising. Well, it's on everything but the Xbox. 'Cause I know it's on my laptop, it's on your laptop, it's on this computer, it's on the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure it's on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. It's on my phone.
It's on his phone.
It's literally on my phone.
My honorable mentions, I have way too many. Ratchet and Clank, the remake.
Mm-hmm.
Stories, The Path of Destinies. That was a pretty good game. I didn't finish it though. Firewatch and Bully, the Anniversary Edition. I never got a chance to play Bully when I was a kid, but I always wanted to. And I finally got the chance as an adult. I was mildly impressed. But it still wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. And then last but not least, the game that took over 2016, Pokemon Go.
Yep. So many people walked around that dang summer, man. It was burning in Mississippi, and people did not care.
Nope.
We were outside catching Pokemon in the heat.
That game tested Darwinism too.
Bruh.
People running into traffic.
It's like sometimes you feel like you shouldn't have to have these. Like the game, when it comes up, it tells you be aware of your surroundings and everything. People are jumping in people's backyards.
Trespassing
To get Charizards, man.
There were parents complaining about Pokemon Go endangering their children. No, your children are just stupid. This has absolutely nothing to do with the game.
Hey man, look. They have these crazy warnings and stuff, man. They're for somebody.
Not for me.
They're for somebody. That's what makes the difference. So we're moved from 2016. 2017. A few new consoles came out. The Nintendo Switch.
That one counts.
The Xbox One X.
Does not count.
It does count. It's a new console.
It's an upgrade.
It's an upgrade, but it's a new console. That's like saying the next Marvel movie doesn't count because the Marvel movie came out before.
It's different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not an upgrade though. It's a completely different thing.
Would be an upgrade.
Fine.
The SNES Classic.
I stayed up till 3 a.m. to get that stupid console.
And she does not
Played
play
it
it
twice.
Yup. I played it more times than she has.
He's most certainly played more times than I have.
And the new Nintendo 2DS.
I forgot all about that thing.
That's the one I had. The blue one, the black and blue one.
Is that the one I got you?
Mm-hmm. That's the one you got me for Christmas last year.
Yo! I forgot about that. Nintendo making forgettable handhelds.
I haven't forgot. Room Factory 4 machine.
Oh, that's the one you played Room Factory.
Mm-hmm. So big game.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute game of the year for 2017. Persona 5. I can say that and be done with this list for 2017 by itself.
I agree. I completely and totally agree.
And that's not an insult to any other game that came out in 2017. Persona 5.
Its soundtrack by itself.
Yeah. It's so good. And I'm so excited for Persona 5 Royal. It's coming out next year, I think. Like next March?
It's coming. No, we might as well say this year.
Yeah.
It's
like 2 hours.
It's in that bubble of me not having money.
Yeah.
Because Final Fantasy VII comes out the first week of March, and then Persona 5 and Animal Crossing come out those last 2 weeks.
Man, this is gonna be a crazy year in gaming when you think about it.
The first part for the top of the year, yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane, man. If I absolutely had to pick some more games on
Yes, you
here,
do. You can't just Persona can't be on
yeah, if it was though. Guilty Gear, Zard, Rev 2 came out. The upgrade to Rev 1. So that's a really fun game. I love that game made me fall in love with Guilty Gear. It took that long, but I do love Guilty Gear because of Rev 2. It's a really good 2D fighting game. It's really good. I can't wait till Strive comes out. And finally, it's so hard. It's so difficult. Tooth and Tail. It's another game I've been meaning to play for stream. Tooth and Tail has to be it. It's an RTS type game, a StarCraft type RTS game, but your character is the cursor, so to speak. So, you know, in StarCraft, you gotta move your cursor around the camera, pan the camera, so on and so forth. Your character is the camera.
I think you tried to show me how to play it.
Yeah, and it's so fun, man. It's so good.
I get bored easily, so.
Tooth and Tail is so good. I gotta play that on stream one day, too. I play the story mode on stream for a bit. See how people enjoy it.
That would be fun.
And honorable mentions, the Crash remaster came out in 2017.
How you put that in an honorable mention?
Because I played Crash. I knew what I was getting
Nostalgia,
into.
bro.
Yeah, I don't pay for nostalgia for the most part. I just play it. I had other ways to play Crash 1 and 2.
On an emulator?
Yeah, I played on my MacBook.
Oh yeah, you sure did.
Because I had Spyro on my MacBook.
Yep, because that's how I play Ripto's Rage.
Yeah. Like, yo. And guys, by the way, go buy the actual game. Don't buy it.
Yes, don't
emulate it.
Don't be Deontay.
But those are the only ways I can play the game. I know for a fact I bought in Spyro like 40 times.
You know I have a PlayStation 2, right?
Yeah, without hooking that up.
See, you're being lazy. There's a difference. It's a difference.
But yeah, definitely Crash 1 through 3 remastered. The Insane Trilogy coming out. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite soured on a lot of people because of the size of the roster, the lopsidedness of the roster.
I mean,
and
was
the
this
overall
before or
reputation.
after Disney bought everything?
This is after.
They didn't own Fox at that point, did they? I don't think they owned Fox. I think.
It was Marvel vs. Capcom. It was a strange thing, and I don't think we're gonna get another Marvel vs. Capcom game after Infinite.
Like ever?
I don't think so.
Why?
Infinite was a flop, man. It flopped. Infinite was compared to Marvel vs. Capcom, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Infinite was bad. And don't get me when I say bad, I don't mean the gameplay, because for most people who despise Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite will say it maybe has some of the best fighting game elements in it. You can do some nutty combos in Infinite, combining the Infinity Stones together with your character's abilities and your character's moves and stuff. But it's just, man, you went down from like potentially 50 some characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 40 some or 30 something in 3 to like 18. And then like the graphics went from being this weird comic book style to like a 3D-ish thing, and it's like, no, that ain't it.
Were they trying to upgrade, but
Yeah.
didn't really need to upgrade?
Nah. Dude, using a cell shaded style like they kind of did in 3 would have been great. To this day, I'm still praying though for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 remake.
I know you were wild disappointed during the Game Awards.
I'm always wild disappointed. That's how I stay in check. Always be disappointed, guys. So and Splatoon 2 came out 2017. I love me some Splatoon, man. Even though I didn't get a Switch until last year. Splatoon 2 was still sick. So those are my 2017 games, man.
Alright, 2017 for me. Night in the Woods, another indie game. Which also is probably in my top 10. It's not in my top 5. It's in my top 10 games of all time. I love Night in the Woods. Persona 5. Everything he said and more. I've listened to the soundtrack just chilling at work. By itself, that game earned Game of the Year. Tekken freaking 7.
Oh, yeah.
The final installment in the Tekken series. Love the game, man.
Do you believe it's going to be the last Tekken game? with the resurgence of Tekken, do you really believe that Namco Bandai Namco,
Yeah, Bando
Namco, trapping out the Bando Namco,
Shut up.
Bandai Namco and Harada.
Supna
At this point, Tekken is a main stage game on Evo. It's normally Street Fighter, but I think last year was Tekken and Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I think
You really? I think they may keep doing 7, but I think they're gonna do another Tekken game.
the storyline's pretty shut. Like
How many
he
people?
finished up.
How many people give a singular molecule of crap?
Me.
Yeah, you're 1 out of 20 people who cares.
That's not one of the things that grabs me about the game, but I just like Tekken.
No one. Most Tekken games never had a story.
Yes, they did. Each one had their own individual story. It wasn't until
What story did
6?
5 have?
Like each one of them had their own story. It wasn't until 6 when they decided to do this whole like mesh thing where everybody was together and there's this one big plot behind it. Each one of them had their own little individual, and it wasn't really a story. It was more like just background information on each of the characters. That's what I like. But I think Tekken Cross Street Fighter has a stronger chance of happening now because he's not working on a Tekken mainstay. No. No. I believe there'll be another tag.
There's gonna be another Tekken game.
There's gonna be another tag for sure.
There
I don't know if
almost
there's gonna be a
certainly
Tekken 8, but I'm sure there's gonna be another tag. My next game, Injustice 2. See, both Injustice 2 and Tekken 7 stories pissed me off. The ending for Tekken 7 made me mad, and then Wonder Woman was the worst in Injustice 2. I hated her.
Imagine having an entire game not ever dedicated to single player story. It's mainly just attack on at most points, and then like one person bases your entire game on that.
I didn't say I hated
That
the game.
has to suck.
I didn't say I hated the game. Listen, Tekken 7, if I'm ranking all of the Tekken games, Tekken 7 probably lands at number 2 for me. 4 is my number 1. Always gonna be number 1. 7 is definitely number 2, mostly because of the DLC characters. Freaking Negan! And then, Leroy? Is it Smith?
Yeah,
I was about to call him Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Negan and Leroy Smith?
Yeah. The DLC character, they have knocked the DLC out the park for
So my top 3: Night in the Woods, Injustice 2, Tekken 7. Honorable mention. Well, oh wait, no. I guess my top 3 are Night in the Woods, Persona 5, and Tekken 7. Honorable mention, Injustice. Dang, I put the Crash Insane trilogy in the honorable mention too.
Play Crash 1 and 2.
I guess it's that.
By the way, guys, I know I keep saying Crash 1 and 2. I don't like Crash 3.
Yeah, he doesn't like 3. And 3 was the only one that I played, and I didn't like it. It wasn't until we got the Insane trilogy that I played 1 and 2 and was like, oh, this game's better than I thought.
Yeah, 3. They added too much stuff for 3 for me.
Doki Doki Literature Club. And Danganronpa Reloaded 1 and 2.
1, 2 Reload? Yeah.
Those are my games for 2017.
That's fair. Oh, can I give one more shout out to a game for 2017?
Yeah.
Sonic Mania came out in 2017.
Oh, yeah, he loves that game.
Oh man, Sonic Mania is
He
so
loves
good,
that game.
man. 2D Sonic game, classic stages, new stages. Sonic 3 music. Sigh.
Why sigh?
I'll get
Why
to
is it
that.
sigh?
I'll get to that for 2018.
Okay.
That'll be there.
Well, we're here now.
Okay, 2018. Y'all, Sega, please. Sega, stop releasing whoever, I don't know, I don't care who did Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles' soundtrack. I don't care if it's Michael Jackson's Dead Chimpanzee. I don't care. I don't care if it's Bubbles. I don't care if it's Keyboardist. I don't care if it's Tito. Please, talk to whoever needs to be talked to. Put Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles back in your freaking your classic collections of games again. I can play it on Steam.
I think his mama owns his stuff, so they just need to talk to him.
Two-piece hug. I want Sonic 3.
She's an old woman.
God, you cannot release an entire thing of your best Mega Drive and Genesis games and not literally have Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is just the two games put together. You can't, man. When I was literally like 2 seconds from getting the Genesis collection on the Switch when we were at Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked it up and I looked up the game list again, and I can deal with not having Sonic 3. Fine. I'll come in here and play Sonic 3 when I want to, or I'll go play it on the Xbox. Fine. But why isn't Sonic and Knuckles on there?
Was that your favorite or something?
Sonic 3 is my absolute favorite. I love Sonic 2 is my first one that I had. Sonic 3 was the one I was like, yo, this is the best Sonic game of all time. Then I found out in Sonic Mega Collection Plus, Mega Collection that came out like on PlayStation 2 and stuff years before this decade, I found out the two games were put together, and I was like, yo, this is incredible. But overall, Sega, stop. The Mega Drive classes came out for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. And this PC. They already had a Steam collection, and luckily since I bought it before then with all the Sonic games on it, I get to keep Sonic 3 on PC. You released that, and you released a Genesis classic. And Sonic 3 is not on it. Talk to whoever y'all need to talk to. Pay them their money. Give them royalties. You will make the money back. For most people, and this is including myself, not including Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I don't care how many other games it has on it. It has Mean Bean Machine on it, and I love Mean Bean Machine. I'm not gonna freaking buy it if it doesn't have Sonic 3. That's all I have to have. Sonic 3. It could just be Sonic 3 for $60. And I'm like, this is good.
You pay $60 for
No,
Sonic
I'm
3?
exaggerating, obviously.
Oh, I was about to say.
Because, I mean, the Mega Collection was $20 and it had most of all the Sonic games on it for Genesis and stuff. So, I feel my voice going a little hoarse because of that. But,
I mean, you went on rant, buddy.
man, I am sick of y'all releasing classics and collections without Sonic 3. I need Sonic 3. Literally the best of the 3 Sonic games. Or the 4, technically. Because 3 and Knuckles are supposed to be together. They got split up because the games were way too big. But let's stop doing that. Stop. Talk to whoever y'all need to talk to. Talk to Tito.
It's his mama.
Talk to Tito and his mama. It don't matter. Get Sonic 3 back. Get the rights to the music for Sonic 3. If not, redo the music.
It won't sound the same.
There are some. How'd y'all get away with some of them in Sonic and Knuckles? Not Sonic, no, Sonic Mania. After literally realizing that, like, they took parts of certain songs for Sonic 3 for Sonic Mania, and realizing they have entire Hydro City, Hydrocity, whichever one you want to call it. Hydro City just sounds cooler. you have Hydro City in there, and that's almost the same song. How do you not have?
Maybe the composer.
You have Angel Island song in there.
Maybe it's different, or like maybe they divided the.
Look, my main thing is talk to whoever you need to talk to. Get a medium. Talk to Michael himself.
He. Shut up.
Medium. Talk to him. Just tell him. He'd be like, yeah, it's okay. You can use Sonic 3 music. It's fine. Don't be ignorant. And that's it. That's it.
That's definitely from South Park.
That's definitely from South Park. But it gets me Sonic 3. And that's what I care about right now. Sonic 3. Now, rant aside from Sonic 3. 3 of my favorite games from 2018. I would be remiss if I didn't say this game first. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, everyone was back. Plus more. By the way, Sakurai, if you want me to announce the last character of the DLC pack, I'll do it for free. Maybe $20.
No, just do it for free. Just do it for free.
Pit People. I think our neighbor's getting drunk. But, Pit People, another Behemoth classic. Which I really needs to come out on Switch, guys. Please. Can I have portable Pit People? Ooh, say that 3 times fast.
Portable pit people.
Mm-hmm.
Portable pit people. Portable pit people. Portable pit people.
And Dragon Ball Fighters came out last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some Dragon Ball Fighters, man.
Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter World came out on the same day Dragon Ball Fighters came out, I believe.
So much competition.
Oh, and we were remiss to mention this game. Fortnite Battle Royale came out last year. That game is going to withstand the test of time as well.
Screw that game. I refuse to put it up with the likes of Minecraft.
It will be. That's too bad. It's almost there. It's almost there. Like, and they did something Minecraft couldn't do. Be free. Like,
wait. When Minecraft first came out, it wasn't free?
The survival part? No. Minecraft by itself was a base, like the building and stuff. Yeah, it was free.
Oh, dang, I didn't know that.
So those are my games, and Swords of Dito also came out last year. Me and Virgie love that.
Yeah, that's our favorite game because I can derp in it.
Yeah, unfortunately. And Spyro Remastered.
That should not be an afterthought.
Once again.
I know it came out already, but still.
Once again.
Alright, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. The Escapist 2. God of War.
It did come out last year.
God of War. And Dream Daddy Dad Director's Cut. Dream Daddy came out like probably a couple years before.
17?
Yeah, 17 or 16 or 17. But I didn't get it till 2018. Deontay can't stand the game, but I love it, man. I love me a good dating sim. Or a life sim for that matter. My honorable mentions, Spyro Reignited. Mention it first because that's what it deserves. Swords of Dito, and Subnautica. I'll also throw We Happy Few in there.
Subnautica. You've never played Subnautica. We can play it on Xbox now since I have Game Pass.
You know what? I think I would probably have more fun playing it on a console than on the computer. Are we ready to round out the decade? 2019.
Oh my lord. So So tired of lists. Okay. Yes. 3 consoles came out.
Okay, what are you doing?
The Xbox One SAD, which is stands for Xbox One S All Digital.
That doesn't count.
The Switch Lite. Also, technically, the new Switch, like improved Switch, came out. Also, the regular one. And the Google Stadia.
It takes Deontay to talk about that one.
We swear we in the Jetsons future. We ain't. We ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. We're going. Eventually, we're going to have cloud gaming. 2020 ain't the year. Nor is 2019. But that's another tangent I can get on, just from a structure and infrastructure and technology standpoint. It's what's the dude? What's the Xbox dude? Phil Spencer.
No, Phil
Misa
Spencer.
Father.
Oh yeah, Xbox.
Yeah. Phil Spencer himself said it. Like, look, nothing is going to be a local console. We're moving forward in technology, but for now, the local console is not going to be. And he's not wrong.
Woo! Fleabazoom! Buena fabano.
He's not wrong in the slightest.
Una!
Huh?
But that's my whole thing for that Stadia aside. So games that came out this year, man. Some of my favorites.
Oh.
Borderlands 3.
May pick Yimbara.
By margin, Borderlands 3. Mortal Kombat 11. And Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. Like you know I like that game. It's so anime.
Yeah.
Like it's something about Super Dragon Ball Heroes. It brings out the inner 10-year-old in me watching Dragon Ball Z. Because I can have all these nutty combinations, and it's a card game. That's all I need sometimes. I can bring out these nutty combinations of characters. Like, I can have Raditz on the team with Goku in a business suit and Frieza in a business suit
Ah, Suna Nibnub.
with Piccolo in a business suit. Get those files ready for 5 minutes. But no, it's just the sheer amount of content in that game. Super Dragon Ball Heroes literally, well, Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission, the card game, literally feels like you're a 10-year-old, you have all your Dragon Ball Z figures and everything together, and you just mash them all together and have them fight each other. That's honestly what it sounds like. That's honestly what it feels like playing. Honorable mentions for that, also for 2019, a Wargroove, Slay the Spire, and Ring Fit Adventure. The stream is
I did not think that you were actually gonna pick Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah, I love it. I love when people innovate concept that should be. They add innovation to concepts that people need. I think people should exercise more.
This is fair.
What just happened with the screen?
What the?
Yeah.
I clicked on my BS.
Huh.
That's fair.
Like, we fit.
And it makes it a lot more fun.
It makes it a lot. It makes.
Oh, we fit.
It makes like weight loss and exercising fun for people. And that's what it should be. It should be fun. It shouldn't be felt like a chore if people have fun things. And I know a lot of people go like, well, being healthy is a gift in its own. Well, no one gives a crap. When you make something fun for somebody and you make it something they can do fun as a habit, they're more inclined to do it. If I woke up in the morning right now and said, I need to go running for 30 minutes, that's not fun. But if I say, oh, I get up in the morning and I play this like exercise RPG game for like 30 minutes, that's fun.
Yeah.
like the game gives a literal workout. I've seen people who actually like do intense workouts be like, yo, this game gives a really intense workout. Like, I would definitely recommend this for people who are trying to like get into the groove of exercising. Once you do it for a few days, you get a habit for it. My 100% kudos for the team who thought of it and who developed it, making exercising fun again.
So far, Nintendo is still the only one that can execute. Because Wii Fit was fun. That is what I was looking for in this Ring Fit game. Wii Fit was how I lost weight the first time.
Hmm?
And I was hoping that our Ring Fit adventures would be just like it.
And it is.
And it is. And it's that and much more. And
Yeah.
it's so much more. Okay. Did you say Kingdom Hearts, bro?
Oh god, that did come out. I haven't mentioned Kingdom Hearts at all.
You didn't mention Kingdom Hearts at all.
And by the way, guys, I love Kingdom Hearts. That's no cap. How many Kingdom Hearts videos have I watched in the past week?
In the past week?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
We watched 2 timelines.
Yeah?
Watched some stuff from Damos
Yeah?
about Unchained. Not Unchained. It's Unchained.
It was Unchained.
Yeah. About the mobile game. I might start playing the mobile game.
I thought about that myself.
I might start playing it. But overall, just like Kingdom Hearts did come out early last year. Very early. It was January, wasn't it?
Yeah, it did come out in January. Ooh, it really did come out in January, didn't it?
And it was a really good game. I'm not saying it's bad because I didn't mention it. It's just like I forgot that it came out.
Kingdom Hearts was my number 2. I didn't play it. Deontay did, but I watched him play it.
It was a really good game.
It was a really good game. It retold Frozen if you've never seen Frozen before.
If you've never seen Frozen, play Kingdom Hearts.
Just play Kingdom Hearts.
For anybody trying to get in the Kingdom Hearts series, PlayStation has, and it's coming soon on Xbox too, I believe. PlayStation has the entire Kingdom Hearts collection digitally. And I think it's on sale right now for like $35. Literally like 1.5 and all the games on 1.5, 2.5 and all those games, and 3 for $35. That's like 13 plus games for like.
That's pretty good.
That for $30-some,
Yeah,
easily.
That's good.
And I have like maybe like 20 hours in Kingdom Hearts 1 and maybe 30 hours in Kingdom Hearts 2 so far. And I haven't even started on like Birth by Sleep. I haven't started on Chain of Memories. I need to get 2.5 so I can play like Dream Drop and stuff.
You done Recoded?
Recoded is also on the 1.5 disc, I believe. I have to look again and see how many games are on there. I know 358 over 2 isn't the game, it's just the cutscenes in the game for 358 over 2. Because Lord knows that collection doesn't need to be more complicated than this. But no, Kingdom Hearts 3 was one of my games of the year for 2019.
My number 1, Catherine.
Full body?
Full body.
She had to be coached on how to climb.
I panic easily.
Too easily.
I panic easily.
She's on easy mode panicking. I'm like, huh? There ain't no stakes here. Nothing else.
There are stakes.
Where?
If I did like, I think it's casual, the thing when none of the bottom half of the floor would come off.
Yeah.
But I did easy, so the bottom half comes off.
Only when you're being chased.
Shut up.
But this is not to say any of the other games that have come out like this, like Crash Team Racing.
My other one was Tetris 99. Tetris 99 I love me some Tetris, and I think I'm a GOAT. And Tetris 99 put it to the test. I got first place a couple times. And I will proudly wear that badge. And my third, MK11 came out this year too.
I said that.
Oh, you said MK11? Okay. What else? Honorable mentions: Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel came out this year.
Really good.
I loved Crash Team Racing when I was younger.
Still can't beat me.
No, I couldn't beat anybody when I was younger either. I lost the disc, and that broke my heart when I was a kid. I was so happy when they were remaking it so I could replay Crash again. Untitled Goose Game came out this year.
That's a new Smash character.
The Goose.
The Goose.
And then Harry Potter Wizards Unite came out.
You played that for like 2 weeks.
Because it's not good. It's not good.
Didn't the Antic make that one?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Harry Potter Pokemon Go. But
can't out Pokemon the Go.
You can't. Pokemon Go mechanics do not work with a Harry Potter game. They just don't. They don't.
Catching Pokemon is so simplistic to compare to like doing all the stuff you have to do in that game.
Doing magic, it's just the game's a no for me, dog. It's a no. I removed it from my phone.
That's fair enough.
But yeah, that is our decade review.
That's a long. That took 2 hours.
That took 2 hours. Well, I mean, we also had discussions in between.
That's true. So, anything new decade coming up? Anything new we're gonna be doing? I'm still trying to learn Dota and League. I just don't have any time to play it. All the other video games I have to play. Well, not have to play, but all the other video games I play just like I'm trying to do the World Ends with You now.
They're not nearly as stressful. The World Ends with You is freaking weird. It's weird. It's like that Kingdom Hearts level confusing.
It's because the story seems starting a bit.
Yeah.
Huh.
I tried to watch him play it, but whew. As far as channel wise, we most certainly plan to continue streaming at least once a week. Go follow us on YouTube. Name is the same. Good old Virgin Mango.
We'll try to have it
on
in
YouTube.
On the About Us and everything as well.
It's already there.
Already? Hey.
Go to the About Us. You can click on it and find it. The plan is to upload YouTube specific content. And if you miss a stream here and don't particularly feel like dealing with Facebook shenanigans, just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can watch the stream there. We won't upload every stream to YouTube, but a few of them will end up there. And then YouTube specific content Deontay will be doing Dota and what is it, League?
Maybe some Blood Bowl matches.
Maybe some Blood Bowl. I recorded Play Geek today. That one's not going up because I messed up the audio. And I'm okay with that. Because I lost. And I don't want my first upload to be me losing.
Also, guys, be prepared. There is most likely Magic the Gathering happening, especially since Theros Beyond Death is coming out mid-January.
You said a bunch of words I don't understand.
Oh, Magic the Gathering.
I understand that
Arena. Theros Beyond Death is the next set.
That's what I don't.
That's the next set.
Okay.
And most likely I'm going to do a pre-order for that set. So I'll be opening a ton of packs. And once again, trying to learn the advance of Magic the Gathering as well. Because that's another... If I had a card game of the decade, it'd definitely be Magic the Gathering. Between Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Hearthstone. Well, no. Magic.
The other thing, the Sims might transition over to YouTube, so...
do random series and challenges.
The Sims, I thought that I could just dirt. I can't.
Nope, I've said that before 3 times. And every single time she's like, yo, I can.
I can't just dirt. I'm gonna have to find another game where I can just completely not focus. No, I thought about Spore, but
Spore takes literally no thought.
Sims really doesn't take much thought either, but because I'm into it.
That might be our next together thing, maybe Spore.
So, if you like The Sims, follow us on YouTube. I'll probably be
Come on.
there.
Axel, keep a gloss.
Got anything else you want to add?
I'm working on getting maybe more social media channels. More social media.
Like an
Maybe.
Instagram.
Yeah, like Instagram and Twitter.
Hopefully this year we can also get a blog going.
Our goal for this year is,
So,
in my opinion, it's 100 followers on the Facebook page and at least 100 subscribers to the YouTube channel. At least 50 subscribers to the YouTube channel.
He's being practical. I am impractical. My goal for this year for the YouTube channel is at least
like
300.
range.
Well, for 2020.
Yeah, for
We got like
2020.
an hour.
We still have like
An hour and a half or so left. Yeah.
yeah. For 2020, my goal for the YouTube channel is at least 300. Here, I'm banking on 100. Hopefully more. But that YouTube channel is 300. We really want, and I'll speak from my perspective. I love my job and I appreciate it so much, but I want to own my own thing. You know what I mean? And this channel has reignited a creative spark in me that I haven't had in so long. And I feel like it could be something. You know what I mean?
Yes, we all know what you mean.
You trying my patience. I'm trying to be all sentimental and you're just screwing it over.
Can a game? I'll move.
Anyway,
Listen at Zarspa. Wixani.
I don't even care anymore. Yeah?
Isba. Res Larkim.
Say goodbye.
Count out, ruin it. Just finish your thought.
No, I don't even care anymore. Because I forgot what it was.
Wasn't that important?
I'm going to start streaming by myself because he's a jerk.
Oh, Blish.
Pull up the Facebook page so we can say our goodbyes.
Froom. Huh.
Why are you so tight?
Bro.
I'm trying to find who's on here.
Give me the thing.
Oh wait, why don't I just search for it?
Where's my phone?
Here it is. I found it.
Oh my Jesus. So
I had it pulled up.
sure you did.
And for whatever reason, it's just like
Well,
poofed out.
here is like an hour and a half until 2020. We hope you have a safe and happy rest of the new year. I mean, rest of 2019. We hope your 2020 is all that you imagine it to be.
Sugar Blue!
We hope to see you in the new year. Listening to us be dumb and potentially argue sometimes because Dana is a douchebag. And I'm sensitive.
Alright guys, have a wonderful new year. I'm about to go play World of Final Fantasy.
Thanks for rocking with us through this part of 2019 that we've been here.
Pimbo. Nobi.
Bye!
Kimba.